Every tree draws its strength from its roots. For a tree to grow to its potential, it needs fertile soil, the right amount of water, and strong roots. The same is true for our family tree. The mossy oak tree is our logo, but is also a symbol of who we are. In this episode, we dive into the family tree of Ben Maki as he takes his kids Izzie and Hawkins during the much anticipated youth rifle season in Kentucky. Welcome to Mossy Oak's family tree.
Toxie always told me that when you first bought your first piece of land, no matter how big it was 2 acres or 2,000 acres, regardless, when it was yours, when you could put your hand in the dirt and sift it through your fingers that it was your land, it would be a different thing. And he was absolutely right, 100%. This farm is not a piece of property to me. It's not an investment to me. It is literally a part of my genetic code. My experiences on this farm with my children, with my parents, with my wife have been so monumental in defining who we are as a family. This weekend is one of those weekends where the state gives the kids the opportunity to get a first crack at them, and I baby the farm all year long. Got big food plots out and make sure that the critters got a lot of chow and very little pressure, so that the first time the kids go out there, they get to see a lot of deer. In the past couple of days, the food plots have been loaded up with deer.
I absolutely love this time of year. I love being out here at the farm with my husband and with these kids, and I would have to say that youth season is probably one of my favorite weekends of the year. It's so fun to be out here with them and just to see the joy and the excitement on their faces. And this time of year is when we're all checking the cameras and we're seeing who's showing up and who's going to what field, and the kids just get so excited about it. And I love getting to be out here with them. It is so meaningful to me, and I love getting to be a part of it.
When a deer comes in, you're like, oh gosh, you start getting tingling and your heart starts beating a little faster. You start to get this feeling inside like, I'm gonna smoke it. But just when the time you pull the trigger to the time you see the deer, I think that's my favorite part.
My kids and a lot of kids in their current generation, it's harder and harder for them to understand the natural world, or to be a part of it, or to have their hands in it, and for them to understand that this is where meat comes from. One of my favorite things is when they're all sitting there eating it and they're arguing about whose deer it was. Hawkins is saying, "Is this my deer, Dad?" And Izzie says, "No, that's mine." I love that, because for me, they're starting to get the idea that they went out and got it, and they're responsible for it, and then they can provide a meal to themselves or to needy families.
Hunting our own meat, food, it's always so fun because there's such a variety of the stuff you can get. Stuff you wouldn't think would come from deer, like steak, taco meat. It's always so amazing when this part of the year rolls around, because we get 10 to 12 does a year through our family, and that lasts us year round. That'll last us 2 years.
He's my favorite hunting buddy to hunt with. He tells me exactly what to do, and he's very good at helping me practice shooting.
Hunting with my dad has always been fun, because he's the first guy I ever went hunting with, and first time we ever went hunting we didn't get one. Next time, got one. And it's just, I've mostly been hunting with my dad, and me and him go on trips and just together, and it's so fun getting to hunt with my dad. It's just he's the guy who taught me how to shoot a gun, who taught me how to hunt, who taught me what hunting was. It's amazing.
Thank you, Dad, for taking me hunting, and I love the experiences that you've let me do, and my brother and my sister will love you forever, and they will love hunting. So thank you, Dad.
It's just awesome to feel and experience hanging out with your family and hunting with your family.
At Mossy Oak, our family tree is the most important aspect of who we are. Taking the time to nurture and care for that tree makes the foundation for strong roots. As the old saying goes, you reap what you sow.